Students know often how to find literature in journals and from websites, but they struggle to find recent literature and literature by top scholars. Some tips: go to your university website, mine is Utrecht University, and then find the link to find literature. You go to your discipline, for me that is economics, so I find that. And then I get all kinds of sources, but the best, let's say, collection of high scholar quality working papers at the National Bureau of Economic Research, NBER. I have to log in because then I can immediately download them. So if I do that, just wait a bit. You get to the NBER and you go to Research left on top, and then to Working Papers, because this is a collection of work from top scholars in economics where you can find your material. You can go for, I'm working on papers on global value chains, so let me search for that. And then I get all kinds of top scholars. So you can be sure that people who can publish with NBER are top scholars in the field. So this is a first great shot of finding stuff. When you have logged in through the university, you can often download them directly. The other one is the Central Bureau of Economic Research, more European focused with some of the papers. You can go there, basically works the same. Field of international, and then search for global value chains, probably again on top. Some will be the same, so they're published in the same things, but there will be also quite a few new things to consider. Just open that, and then you get all kinds of things where you can download it. So this is very helpful because NBR, CPR are top scholars only. So you have the best one and you can sort them on date, especially so you have also very recent publications, which is very helpful. Now let me go to the more traditional Google Scholar. If you logged in, you have to be sure that you're already logged in, and just let me search for Krugman, for example, probably my last thing. And what I would like to show you is that you can select those, and if you select those to your library, you can make a bit of an interesting kind of thing. And a crucial thing to consider is that you can go to the settings, and then if you see below, you can save them to ref managers. And if you not select anything, that is helpful because that would connect automatically then the Google Scholars to your reference manager. So if I open my reference manager, probably have to put that in from the top. You can see that I've made already a bit of an entry as a test for global value chains that is empty at the moment. But let me try to very quickly get one in it, because if I connect my Zotero plugin, you can have the same with Mendeley, by the way, and things like that. Then if you go back to Google Scholar and you press import these references, right on top you'll see that it actually starts importing in the folder that you are present. So that you can see it loaded in the Zotero manager. That allows you to go to Word and just type a sentence. And if you go to on top, you can see my Zotero plugin. And then if you go to the Zotero plugin, you can add a new reference, and I can select the Krugman one. And if I do that, it automatically puts it into my file. To that, at the end of my thesis, I can generate a reference list, bibliography, and therefore that automatically does. A last step is go to REPEC. On top you see the address, and then you go to New Economics Papers, which is really the collection by super experts on what are new coming out in your field. So if you go to international trade in this case, you can also go to the archives on top. So if you go to the archives, then you see all kinds of recent things for your domain that is interesting. These are the ones that are quite recent. I can also do a search here, so an advanced search, and say, for example, again, this global value chain thing. So if I do that, you can sort also by the number of times of references, just like in Google Scholar, that they are on the pages. So you know that you will have the most important ones, and then you can list them and you can go over them. And again, if you just click them, you can go to a page where you can download the file. So that is really the great way to have updated and relevant papers for your thesis as a quick shot.